Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to...
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And taken right on the 30. Fights through him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Black ultra. 6, 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Fields on the move to his left. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Herbert is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Lions, nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of mid. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I especially like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time, 7-7.
Second and 5 now. Goff. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here's Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Detroit. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Gone. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. There's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. At at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
A handoff for Herbert. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, these are 3 plays, 3 first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go again with Herbert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it will be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing on third. Gone. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run on first down. Gibbs.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On second down now. It's Gibbs. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. A gain of 2 on the play.
On 4th down, gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell from 21 yards away. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Lions 48, Bears 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On play action, Fields slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to... But it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a give to Herbert. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
It's
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Lions 48, Bears 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 84 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Detroit! Gerald Everett, 52 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
They're going to look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The quick feet by Jackson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Throwing now, Goff. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From the red zone now, Goff. Just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration